Did you know that something as simple and natural as regular ejaculation could help protect your prostate, improve blood flow, support hormone balance, and even keep your mind sharp well into your later years? It's true. This isn't locker room talk or internet myths. It's real science. And for men over 60, understanding this could mean the difference between aging passively or aging with strength, confidence, and control. Most men were never told how important this part of the body still is, or how it continues to affect energy, mood, even sleep. But your body hasn't given up on you. It's still working. And when you give it the right attention, it responds. In today's video, I'll walk you through 5 powerful, medically backed benefits of staying sexually active, even if that means solo activity. These aren't opinions. They're insights, supported by real clinical research and decades of men's health experience. Before we dive in, do me a quick favor. If you've ever wondered whether this part of your health still matters, type yes in the comments. Still unsure? Type 0, and let me know what's holding you back. This channel is here for you. Now, let's get started. This might just change the way you think about aging. For good. 1. Improved blood flow. Support sexual and overall health. As we age, our circulatory system gradually changes. The arteries, especially the smaller vessels, begin to lose elasticity. Blood doesn't move as freely as it once did. For men, one of the earliest and most noticeable signs of this slowdown appears in the pelvic region. Why? Because the penis relies on very small blood vessels to function properly. These capillaries are more sensitive to changes in pressure, stiffness, and buildup. Reduced blood flow to this area doesn't just affect erections, it impacts tissue health, oxygen delivery, and even long-term penile structure. What many men don't realize is this. Without regular blood flow, penile tissue begins to atrophy. The chambers inside the penis, known as the corpora cavernosa, become less responsive, less elastic, and less capable of holding blood. Over time, this can lead to noticeable shrinkage, loss of firmness, and slower recovery after arousal. But there's good news. Regular sexual stimulation, including masturbation, sends fresh blood to these tissues. This delivers oxygen, removes waste, and keeps the erectile tissue supple and responsive. It's like exercise for your circulatory system in that region. According to the Cleveland Clinic, maintaining healthy blood flow is one of the most important steps in preserving erectile function and preventing age-related tissue degeneration. In short, staying sexually active helps keep the engine running, and it's one of the simplest, most natural ways to support male vascular health. 2. Ejaculation. Helps clear out, built up fluids, and prevent inflammation. Your body never stops working, and that includes your reproductive system. Even in your 60s, 70s, or beyond, your prostate, seminal vesicles, and related glands continue to produce fluid. This fluid accumulates, stores, and is meant to be released periodically through ejaculation. When ejaculation becomes infrequent, however, these fluids can stagnate. The result? A backlog of seminal fluid that may lead to a sense of pressure in the lower abdomen, dull, persistent testicular discomfort, a heavy or full feeling in the pelvic area. In some cases, chronic inflammation or bacterial infection. Most men don't connect these mild but persistent symptoms with a lack of ejaculation, but they should. Ejaculation isn't just about pleasure. It's biological housekeeping. It helps flush old fluids, clear ducts, and prevent the buildup of inflammatory compounds that may irritate the prostate and surrounding structures. Think of it like plumbing. If you don't run water through the pipes regularly, buildup forms. Eventually, that leads to blockages, pressure, or corrosion. Your reproductive system works the same way. Urologists from Johns Hopkins note that regular ejaculation may help reduce the risk of prostate inflammation and improve overall glandular health in older men. In short, don't ignore what your body is still quietly trying to do. Ejaculation, even solo, helps keep your system clean, comfortable, and functioning as nature intended. 3. Boosts hormonal balance and mental well-being. Your hormones are the quiet engine behind your energy, drive, and emotional stability. And as you age, that engine tends to slow down. Many men over 60 experience subtle but real shifts in mood, motivation, and mental clarity, without realizing that hormonal decline is often the underlying cause. One of the most impactful hormones for men is testosterone, essential not just for sexual health but for bone density, muscle mass, mood regulation, and even memory. As testosterone levels naturally decline with age, you may begin to feel more tired during the day, less interest in sex or intimacy, more irritable or emotionally flat, difficulty concentrating or remembering things, poorer sleep quality. What many men don't know is that sexual activity, including solo activity, can help trigger your body's natural hormone release. During arousal and especially after ejaculation, your body initiates a hormonal cascade. Testosterone levels temporarily rise. Dopamine, the reward and motivation chemical, increases, lifting your mood. Endorphins are released, reducing pain and anxiety. Oxytocin, the connection hormone, provides a sense of calm and emotional satisfaction. This combination doesn't just feel good, it's biochemically restorative. These hormones work together to reduce stress, support better sleep, and promote emotional resilience, something that becomes increasingly important with age. According to the Mayo Clinic, regular sexual activity is linked to improved hormonal health, enhanced mood, and may even support cognitive functions in older adults. In short, sexual activity isn't indulgent, it's functional. It's one of the few natural ways left to stimulate hormone production without drugs or hormone replacement therapy. Staying engaged sexually may help you feel sharper, calmer, and more like yourself, even after 60. 4. Strengthens pelvic floor muscles for better control. Let's talk about an often overlooked set of muscles, your pelvic floor. These muscles, located at the base of the pelvis, are responsible for supporting the bladder, bowel, and sexual organs. You use them when you urinate, when you climax, and when you try to hold it in. But just like any other muscle group, the pelvic floor weakens with age and disuse. In men over 60, this can lead to softer, shorter, lasting erections, reduced ejaculatory force, delayed or weaker orgasms, urinary incontinence or leakage, a loss of sexual confidence. What's the solution? Activation. And one of the most natural, effective ways to keep these muscles working is through regular climax, which naturally contracts and engages the pelvic floor. When you masturbate or have sex, you stimulate the bulbocavernosus and pubococcygeus muscles, the same ones targeted in pelvic floor therapy. Over time, this engagement helps improve erectile firmness, restore control over ejaculation, reduce urinary leaks, rebuild muscle tone and responsiveness in the pelvic region. It's like a light workout, but one designed to preserve dignity and performance where it matters most. According to the International Journal of Urology, pelvic floor exercises can lead to significant improvement in erectile strength and bladder control in men over 60. Regular sexual activity supports this same muscular activation, naturally and without extra equipment. In short, you may not see these muscles, but when they're weak, you feel the effects. Maintaining an active sexual routine can train and preserve your pelvic floor, helping you stay strong, stable, and in control of your own body. 5. May help prevent erectile dysfunction and cognitive decline. Erectile dysfunction, ED, is one of the most common health concerns for men over 60, and it's often assumed to be an inevitable part of aging. But the truth is more hopeful. While age does play a role, inactivity and inflammation are often bigger culprits than age alone. Let's break this down. When you engage in sexual activity, your body naturally releases nitric oxide, a molecule that helps dilate blood vessels and maintain smooth, consistent blood flow, especially to the penile tissue. This isn't just important for achieving an erection. It's essential for keeping the tissue oxygenated, flexible, and responsive over time. Without regular sexual engagement, including masturbation, the vascular system in the pelvic region can begin to degrade. blood vessels may harden, circulation slows, and over time, the body becomes less responsive, not because it can't perform, but because it hasn't been used or stimulated consistently. But there's more. Recent studies suggest that sexual activity also plays a role in protecting the brain. Here's how. When you climax, the brain activates areas tied to memory, focus, and emotional regulation. Neurotransmitters like dopamine and oxytocin are released, promoting a sense of connection, safety, and reward. These brain chemicals don't just make you feel good in the moment. They help stabilize mood and sharpen cognition long after. In fact, emerging evidence shows that regular sexual engagement may help reduce the risk of cognitive decline, including early signs of dementia. A 2016 study from Oxford University found that older adults who remained sexually active scored significantly higher on memory and verbal fluency tests compared to those who were not. Another study in the American Journal of Geriatric Psychiatry reported that sexual activity is correlated with better executive function, the part of the brain that manages decision-making and problem-solving. Why does this matter? Because aging isn't just physical, it's also mental. And when your body stays active, even through solo sexual health routines, your brain benefits too. Lastly, let's talk about inflammation. Chronic inflammation is one of the biggest drivers of aging-related diseases, from cardiovascular issues to Alzheimer's. Regular ejaculation helps clear out old fluid, reduce inflammatory markers in the reproductive system, and regulate stress hormones that, when left unchecked, contribute to inflammation throughout the body. In short, this isn't about chasing youth. It's about giving your body what it still needs to preserve function, clarity, and control, naturally and consistently. Takeaway and call to action. Gentlemen, caring for your sexual health isn't about ego or appearance. It's about staying in tune with your body. It's about longevity, vitality, and dignity. A consistent, healthy sex life, even solo, may contribute to better circulation and erectile function, reduced risk of prostate complications, stronger pelvic floor muscles and bladder control, improved hormonal balance and mental well-being, enhanced memory, focus, and cognitive health. And most importantly, it gives you back a sense of ownership over your body, something that too many older men quietly feel they've lost. So here's your next step. If this video helped you understand your body better, type yes in the comments. It tells us we're serving the right audience. Still have questions or concerns? Type 0 and let us know what you'd like to see covered in a future video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for clear, doctor-reviewed men's health advice made specifically for those of us who believe aging doesn't mean slowing down. It just means being smarter about how we care for ourselves. Your health matters, your confidence matters, and yes, you still matter. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.